Hi there, everyone. I wanted to do a video kind of just talking about my thoughts on stuff that's going on. Um, First off, the reason I've kind of waited to make this video is because I wanted to get kind of my thoughts together. I don't know if this is going to be a video that will sound very rambly or whatever, but that's kind of just how I am. But I wanted to talk about the Black Lives Matter movement and Pride Month and everything just kind of going on with that situation. Speaking as a cisgendered white woman who is bisexual, I know that I have privileges that most people don't. And short of being a woman and being bisexual, I've never had things sort of stop me from doing anything because of the color of my skin. I've never had that problem. And that is an overarching problem in how the society of the world is. I'm not sure how it is in other countries. I just know what it is in America. And because I am white, and unless you actually talk to me, you would never know that I'm bisexual. I'm never, other than being a woman, of course, never stopped. And the only thing that I can do with that, I can't stop them from treating me differently. The only thing I can do is use my privilege to uplift other people and try to trying to find my words the best way I can. I want people to be able to live their lives the same way I have without fear of being stopped because of something that you have no control over. I know that one of the things that has been happening because of the protesting and the riots that came with it and everything that's now going on with the government, everything, is that if you're not going out and protesting, like out among the public, then you are condoning what happens. And I don't personally think that's true. For me personally, there are other ways to be able to speak out about atrocities. And what I have done is that anytime I see someone who is part of my family or one of my friends is not as well versed in how you should treat people, then I will talk to them. I will start a dialogue and I will present how I personally choose to live, which goes by the golden rule. I was raised on it. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Basically, in a nutshell, that means treat others the way you want to be treated. So what I have tried to live by is that I want to be treated with respect and I want to be treated with kindness. Now, that's not to say that we can't disagree, but I want to have the amount of respect that comes with being a human being. And I don't think that is something that a lot of people will do anymore. And that's not right. Everyone deserves respect as a human being. And they should not be terrorized and forced to live in fear because other people cannot treat others in the way that they want to be treated. This is primarily why I've waited, because I have always wanted to make the world an even playing field. Because life is already hard enough. You don't need people making it harder because of something you have no ability to change. Sorry. I can't personally change the world, even though I really very much want. Because two of my best friends in the world are two people that are highly affected by this. And I fear for them. I fear for all my friends who are affected by this. And the last thing that I ever want is to find out that they were taken from this world because someone could not handle them living their life and being the people that they are. That's not fair. That's not the kind of world that I want to live in. People who are gay, who are lesbian, who are black, who are brown, who are all shades of rainbow. And I want people to be able to live the life that they want to live without fear of being assassinated. And it's scary. It's scary to think that someone that you love so much could think that it's okay. To think that because a small minority of people are one way, that it's okay for the rest of them to just be screwed. And that goes with any of them. Yeah, I've seen cops who are good. I've also seen cops that are assholes. I've seen good black people. I've seen bad black people. I've seen good white people. I've seen bad white people as well. There's always good and bad in everything. But we have seen a vast majority of police officers who are working in a very destructive system that are not being basic human beings. They're not treating their fellow man and woman and child, and they're not treating anyone with respect. I want people to be happy. I don't want people to live in fear. I want them to strive for their dreams, and I want them to sorry, I don't mean to ramble, just lift up your fellow man and woman and everything in between. Build each other up. Stop tearing each other down. If you don't agree with someone, that's fine. We can have disagreements, but treat each other with respect. And be there to support each other. And fight for those who have no voice to fight for themselves. Like I said earlier, life is already hard enough. Is it really going to make your life any better by hurting others? Does it make your life any easier to step on someone because in your mind they don't matter or that they deserved it? Does it make your life any better by dictating how they live their life? How they live in fear? Does it make your life any better to tell someone that they shouldn't have what you have? Does it serve you at all? Does it make your life any easier than it does your neighbor? We need to just stand with each other and fight for everyone to be able to live the life that they want to live. I've had conversations with people where it's like, well, we don't want to have to pander to them. It's like, we're not asking to be pandered to. We just want to be included. Before I started getting really into the LGBTQ plus community, I didn't realize how damaged a lot of the viewpoints around being bi was. I mean, I'd been told when I first came out during middle school that I was just looking for attention, or that I was faking it, or I was going through a fad. But I wasn't. That's who I am. And it's the same thing for other sexualities. This is who we are. And telling us that what we are is wrong, that's wrong. That's so toxic. And that's so wrong to be told that how you are as a person is wrong because of whatever belief system you have. And same thing can be said for people of color. It's like they can't control their skin color any more than I can choose my sexuality. It's like we just want to exist and be left to exist along with the rest of society. We want to be a part of it. We don't want to have to fear for our lives. No one should have to fear for their lives in just living it. Ultimately, that is what has been the main talking point. It's like, we just want to exist. They just want to exist. Everyone has the right to exist and to not live in fear for just existing. Please, for everyone who is watching this, just know that I stand with you. I stand with you, and I am there for you if you need anything. I believe that everyone has a right to respect and to kindness. And I will treat everyone with that level of respect and kindness, no matter what happens. I may get mad at them if they choose to try to stop someone else from having that same respect, but that's on them. They have to find what I've found. And I hope that this year, this roller coaster of a year, 2020, while it is uncomfortable, and a lot of conversations have been had and will continue to have, I hope this is the year that everyone remembers how we were so divided that now we're being forced to look at ourselves. And I hope this conversation continues and that it actually makes some good changes. And it creates a world where people care about other people instead of themselves. So, sorry if that was super rambly and super emotional. I apologize. But it needed to be said, and I needed to, even though I'm a very small channel, I want to get it out there. And I want to let people know that you have supporters who are willing to use their privilege to help you in their fight. So, thank you all for watching.